I've not gone live for some days now. For over 2 days, I've not gone live. So this morning I'm in the mood. I'm not always in the mood to go live. When I have that, what's it called? That strength, yes, or desire to go live, I come live. That's it. Well, this program is going to be an interesting one, and there are so many things to learn in this program. So as you join me, don't fail to like and share. Let's spend some time together and learn one or two things. This life is deep. You've already seen the topic for this morning show. The topic is evil family members. Evil family members. I'm going to tell you guys a true life story. Yes, the story is you are about to hear from me now is a true life story. So, yeah, Sparky, topic evil family members. I'm going to touch so many areas. I want more people to join us. I'm going to touch many other areas. So how many are we here? Guys, as you join me, like and share. What's up with you guys? It costs nothing to share this broadcast so that people, by sharing, you are saving lives. Yes, so you are saving people from making disastrous mistakes. And NZK, Sparky said the dad's younger sister stole 100,000 from him. 100,000 pounds or what? Well, Sparky, let me just, this topic is going to be an interesting one. You guys should share. Invite more people. How much did the younger sister stole from your dad? 100,000 what? Is it pounds or naira? Or what currency was that? So guys, as you watch me on YouTube, make some noise. 100,000 pounds. That's not small money. 100,000 pounds. That is not, these are destroyers. These are, well. Guys, I said, as you watch me, make some noise. Paul Charles, watching from St. Lucia. That's good to have you in the building. Guys, you know how we do it on our side. This morning, I'm going to say it the way it is. Yes. I want to warn you this morning to be careful of evil family members. Evil family members. See, so many people lie to themselves. So many people, Belinda, Linda, I see you. So many people deceive themselves. Nobody is deceiving them. They are deceiving themselves. See, most family members are not good. I'm not telling you all, but many family members are not good. As you watch me on Facebook, Mary Wangari, good morning to you from South Africa. Mary Wangari, that's a beautiful name. Preston Christy, I see you, God bless you too. Sylvester Obianke, good morning to you, good to have you in the building too. Potis Bed, I see you. Thank you for subscribing. Potis Bed, that's a fine name. Nature World, I see you, big time. Mandingo Massacre. Mandingo Massacre, that's a fine name. Mandingo, I know. What about the Mandingo tribe? So guys, are we going to start now, or we wait for more people to join us before we hit the road? Do we wait for or we wait for more people to join us? Or do we start now? Now, Paul Charles, God bless you too. Thank you, I appreciate you. Great TV. Great TV, I see you big time. Vincent Spears Music. I don't look like Floyd Mayweather. I look like me. A lot of people are joining on YouTube. I appreciate everybody. I got a lot of G's on YouTube. Elijah Monday. How are you doing? Rajiv Kuma. I see you big time. Priyam the Star. I see you big time. Was brought. Good day to you. Caesar, I see you. So guys, you are all welcome to my broadcast. All Seaside Sia, I see you big time. NZK. Now, a lot of people, about close to 100 people are watching, have joined on TikTok. Now we can start. 30-something people on YouTube and about 5 people on Facebook. Okay. Carrier, I see you. Thank you. I appreciate you. John Macaulay, I see you. Now, the topic is evil family members. That is the topic for this morning broadcast. They say, for a man's enemies are members of his household. I did not write it. They say, for a man's enemies are members of his household. Akinola Abiodun Remedy, I see you. Good morning to you. Now, I have addressed many topics on this platform. One of the topics I have addressed here most times is that topic of, can we actually relocate back to Africa when we retire home? I know it's not only African people that are watching this program. There are so many people from the Caribbean, from Asian countries, from Europe that are watching this program. So I'm not going to base this topic on only people living in Africa. Yes, I've got a lot of brothers and sisters that are watching from the Caribbean. They are Caribbeans. Some are living in the UK, some are living in Europe, some are living in US. So I'm going to include everybody because most of the guys watching, many are, Moneybag, I see you, many are immigrants also. Now, many of us came to abroad when we were much more younger, when we were young people. And now we are growing. I'm almost 60 years. I have my children here. Many guys that I came to this country the same time with, many of them are of my age. Some are older than me. The thing is, watch, because I'm going to tell you a true life story. So many people invested back home in their native land. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against it. We were made to believe that home is home. Home is the best. Nobody wants to abandon his home. What's it called? His place of origin. Listen. But you check how many years we have been away. This morning, there are so many things to learn in this program. You check how many years. 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, some even 40 years, some 50 years, they have traveled outside their homeland. Many gave birth to children in foreign countries. Many have grandchildren, great-grandchildren in foreign countries. See, like Somebody like me, I'm living here with my wife and my children. I don't have any other family back home. I don't have any other child back home. I have no other woman back home. Listen attentively. I came here in my 20s. Now, there were so many investments we were pressurized to make. Listen, don't get me wrong. When our parents were alive, we wanted to impress them. We thought Africa is home. Yes, a lot of us thought like that. A lot of people thought. David Elliott, thank you for the love. Sending love from Australia. I appreciate you. Now let's go. I also thought, okay, I'm rushing this program. Our main reason of coming to abroad is to come here and make money, to better our living condition, to make money and return back home. 80% or 90% of the people that traveled to foreign countries came to seek for greener pastures. Some came to raise money, say, let me come here, raise money and go back. That was the main reason. The parents were still alive. Family members were still there. There were people still living to impress. Now, as we came here, years went by. Some people invested. So many of us built homes, beautiful, magnificent houses in Africa. Many. Yes, we built houses in Africa. Because we built houses in Africa, did you know there are people who decided to go back because of their investment in Africa? So many, because of a house they built in their village or maybe in the city. Now let's go further. Is it wise? Do you consider it wise when you retire, you go back, you relocate to Africa? Now this is for senior boys and senior women on this platform. This question is not for children. This program is for matured minds, people who are above 50. People of my age, great. The younger ones can learn too. Is it proper, after working for years in abroad, you as a man or a woman, you relocate back to Africa? That is the question. Well, I want to tell you that it is not the right thing to do. Are you listening to me? It's not the right thing to do, and I will tell you why. I have addressed this topic many times. A lot of people came to argue me because they do not know. Until yesterday, somebody sent me a video which prompted me to come live this morning. I always say, here, I'm not reading comments. Somebody says stream violation notice. I did not violate anything. So I didn't violate anything on YouTube. Guys, as you watch me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Eagles, I see you. Now, is it somebody came here to distract me? See, if you come here to distract me, I will block you, because I came here to run a very good topic that people can learn from. I always say, it is not proper to relocate back to Africa alone as an elderly man or woman. It is not proper to relocate back to Africa as an elderly man or woman. Listen to me very well. Some people may not, can you close that? Some people may not understand it. I told you, I said, if you relocate back to Africa because you call Africa your home, who will be there to take care of you at old age? I'm rushing this program. Now, let me tell you guys a true life story. And this story, somebody sent it to me. One of my co-fans that is living in Texas sent that video to me to watch. That was about 13 clips. I took time to watch it. Now, listen to this story. And this was what prompted me to come live now. There was a man. I will need to call the country of the man. There was a man. Yes, Joey, I'm not going to be looking at comments. They want to confuse me. Yes, I'm not looking at comments because some people want to distract me. There was a man that lives in USA. He is a man, no, he's still alive. This man went to America for many years ago. He went to America many years ago, to US many years ago. In US, he went with his wife and his children. I mean, he gave birth to his children in US. Listen. This man traveled to US as a young man. According to what I saw in the video, what I heard in the video, he went there with his wife, his Nigerian wife. There he gave birth to all his children. Listen. Now, when the man was still active, the man built house in his village in Nigeria. He built like almost 3-storied building in his father's compound in his village. Very mighty one, fenced round with gates. Listen. Now this man worked as a civil servant in the United States. He retired as a civil servant. Now got his pension. He became a pensioner. What is it called? We call it pensionist. He retired. Now, as the man retired, in 2017, listen, in 2017, listen, especially those that are living in abroad. As this man retired, he now decided to relocate back after living in abroad for most of his life. After living in USA for most of his life, after working and getting his pension, he now decided to go enjoy the remaining part of his life in Nigeria, in his village, in his hometown. Listen. That was in 2017. The man left USA to relocate back because the man he is getting $5,000 a month as pension. Listen, so that you learn, because there are some people like to argue. The man gets $5,000 a month as a pension. Are you listening to me? Now, this man decided to go enjoy the remaining part of his life, because somebody that gets $5,000 a month, that is big money. So the daughter, I'm rushing this in. 2017, the daughter escorted the father to the airport. The man went back to his native land after staying in America for many years, most of his life. Look at what the man did. Listen, so that you can learn from this program. This man left his wife and children behind in America and returned back home. If you see the big house the man built, like 2 or 3-storied building I saw in the video, very mighty, very big house. Very big house. As the man returned back home, according to the daughter, in the year 2020, during COVID, the man got stroke. He suffered stroke. Are you listening to me? Don't forget, the wife and children are still are living in America. Even now, listen. 2020, the man suffered stroke in Nigeria. When he suffered stroke, he informed the daughter and the family because he was getting 5,000 euro pension. First time they tried, the brothers and the sisters tried to treat him for a while. After a while, what is his name? Moses Ehirim, if you do not want to cool down and watch this program, you move. I have a lot of people watching me. See, Moses, what do you call yourself? If you don't have data to watch, you move. There are people that have more than how many are there? 150 people are watching on YouTube. 130 something or 140 people are watching on TikTok. So if you don't want to watch, you move. People who want to listen will listen. So let's continue. Now, this man suffered stroke. The families, pretended as if they wanted to take care of the man. According to the girl, after a year or two, the father stopped communicating with the family. Now, as years went by, they became worried. They were not hearing from the father. Listen, they stopped hearing from the father. According to the girl, 6-7 months after, 6-7 months ago, like the father spent after 6 months, they did not even hear from the man again. Each time they place a call to the brothers, each time the daughter place a call to the uncles and aunts, they will be dribbling the girl. Now this girl continued to ask, how about the whereabouts? How she wants to know the whereabouts of the father. The whereabouts of the father. The uncles, that is the father's brothers and the sisters, were dribbling the girl, the daughter that lives in America. 6 months went by. They did not hear from the man in Nigeria, the man that suffered stroke. They called, even the brothers, the sisters did not give any information. So this girl took leave from her job where she works. The girl on herself decided to go back to Nigeria to go look for the father. Listen to the gist. I keep telling you guys, I said, listen, if you relocate back to Africa at old age, who will be there to take care of you? If you have children, if your children are not there, your biological children are not there, forget it. If your biological children you born, biological children are not there, forget it. Yeah. This girl now, the girl that was born in US, took leave from her work and decided to go look for her father. The uncles and aunts refused to give her information about her father. Now the thing is online, now it's viral. Could you believe when the girl arrived, they did not allow the girl to enter the papa's compound. The uncles and the aunts, the father's brothers and sisters did not allow the girl to enter the father's compound. They stopped her from entering. The girl was shouting. When neighbors Umunna heard her voice, people began to gather. The girl said, why are you stopping me from entering the papa's compound? They said she should not. She said she wanted to know if the father was in the building. The brother did not allow the daughter to enter the papa's things are happening. But I give it to that girl is a brave girl. Listen. People gathered and began to argue. The uncle of the girl and the aunt said no lie. To the extent they called the police. Even I'm even rushing this. Do you see that? Did you know that some family members may gather? Brothers, yes, so Pepe. Pepe saw it. Pepe confirmed it. Pepe, you watched that video. You know, I don't like calling names. Pepe is confirming it. Yes. Pepe confirmed it. Say, okay, you watch it. Did you watch it from the let me continue. So, Big John said you watched it. Listen, this is not a made-up story. This is a truth. Nah, even I watched that story you saw. That one is even small, though. If you see what people go through, all this is. I told you guys. I said if you want to go back to Africa alone, let me even. I'm rushing this thing. Now I'm rushing this. I'm rushing it because I have been saying this thing for many years here. Some people like to argue. Let me take it cool. That girl began to argue with the uncle and the aunt. Said she want to go see if the father was in the building, his house. They denied her entry. They said no, she will not enter. Until crowd began to gather. Did you know that they had to call one boy, one of the uncle, the girl called one uncle, one of the father's brother, confirmed that the father is in Abuja. The man said the father was not in the building, that the father was in Abuja receiving treatment. One old woman there gave her eye signal, said no, that the father. One old woman said, no, the father is not in Abuja. After, as it was getting dark, they insisted the girl insisted she want to see if the father was in the building, in his compound. After much with police presence and everything, the girl entered that building and saw the father lying helplessly on a foam. Pepe, she has released part 12 self, part 13 self. I've seen it. Now, she saw her father on a foam with the beard unshaved like a lion. Even so doomed, the father couldn't talk. The only thing the father could answer was yes and no. That is malnourished, couldn't stand, nothing. Helpless in a whole 2-story building or 3-story building. She said, she asked the father, she asked the father if he still recognizes her. The father said yes. He said, Father, Papa, do you love me? The papa said yes, he loves her. He said the only word the father could answer was yes and no. He couldn't speak. The girl returned. They returned back. They went to the chief of the village to report the case. Now, the chief of the village invited the uncle and the aunt. Now, this story is too long. At the end of the day, let me cut this story short. Because now, do you want me to? The story is too long. They went to the chief of the village, invited the father's brothers and the sisters. They were dribbling. Now this thing, did you know why? Because they wanted the man to die. They kept the man there, and they were collecting the 5,000 pension from the man. The $5,000 the man was receiving, they were using the money to take care of themselves, using the money to build a house for themselves at the back of the building. And even the man that suffered stroke, they were not giving the man medication. They just left the man there. No light in the building. No light in the building. The man stays in 2-story building alone. Somebody that receives $5,000, they abandoned the man there. In fact, when I saw the video of the man, I carry hand for head. I tell you, I said, listen, don't go back to Africa. Don't relocate to Africa if you have nobody there. These brothers and sisters will do you evil. Listen, this story they come. Did you know that they began to smuggle the man like a commodity? Now the story is too long. They refused that the girl should carry the father, take care of the father. They did not allow the girl to take the father, to carry the father. The father is an American citizen. The brothers at a time planned and kidnapped the father around 3 a.m. in the morning. Carried the man to unknown location. If you see juju, somebody is saying not all siblings. How many are good? That man was spiritually caged. That man was spiritually caged. Did you know that the brothers, that is, this girl and the uncles began to fight. They began to hide the father from the girl. They began to hide the father. Even the girl was trying to get the father. They stopped. They were preventing the girl from having access to the. Now the story too long. At the end, police got involved. American embassy got involved. No be smart, you know. They hid the man's American passport. They stole it so that the man cannot move. You don't know. They even accused the daughter that she was the person that stole the father's passport. They hid the man's passport because they want the man to be there so that they will be receiving the $5,000 so that they will use the man's money to be building house, and after, who knows what will happen to the man. I'm rushing this. If you watch the videos, you will carry hand for head. Now, Nation World, this one is more than Nollywood. This one, if you watch it, I couldn't sleep the whole night. I could not sleep the whole night. Wait. At the end of the day, police got involved though. They went and prepared power of attorney. Said one of the brother of the man went and prepared power of attorney, saying he is responsible to take care of the man, not the daughter. The uncle began to drag the father with the daughter. That before American embassy got involved, they had, if you see the story, they sneaked the man out of Anambra State, out of his state. They had to sneak the man out of his. Nobody from the brothers and the sister did not know. They were warning the girl never to carry the man away. They were warning the daughter to leave the papa behind. Listen. They were warning the girl, not even they were calling the girl, saying, you should leave the man there. The man was their money. It's their money. See, somebody said, plan A. Go to where? Where do you want to go? These people in Africa will end you before your time. You say what? Nah, I will share because I don't know even how to start the story, I don't know where to start. At the end of the day, they have to secretly smuggle the man out of his state. Because of the brothers, they don't want the man to move. They want the man to stay there. If you see something. Let me not rush this program. See, those people you left behind, you call your brothers, your sisters. They are no longer your brothers. They are no longer your sisters. I will tell you guys the mistake the man made. I will tell you guys this thing. I didn't even narrate this story very well because I don't know how to. I'm boiling here. Let me tell you the story, the mistakes, because if I keep telling you this let me tell you the story, the mistake the man made. Even I learned something from that video. And now this, if you watch the videos, you go carry hand for head. See, now look at what happened. Never you tell your brother or your sister your financial status, number one. Listen, I've learned it. Don't ever tell your brother or your sister your financial status, number one, no matter how good. Number one, don't allow them to know much about you anymore. Now let's grow up. Don't allow your family members to know much about you. The mistake this man made, especially, I guess, that's my own guess. So this man in question was so defensive. He trusted his own family members, his brothers and his sisters. Number one. This man trusted his brothers and his sisters. Number one. See what I realized, what I discovered in this video. Even if you retire, don't tell family members. Even if the amount of money you are getting, don't tell anybody, number one. Number two, as you retire, don't go close. Not even when you retire. Don't go close to your family members. Don't go close to them. Are you listening to me? Don't go close to, if you go close to them, they harm you. Let me tell you the mistake of the man. Somebody said the mistake was the house you built. Okay, this is why when I tell you, don't build such a big house. Don't build such a big house in village. Okay, what made the man to go back was that big house he built. Okay, let's wait. We are rushing this program. Guys, as you watch me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, another mistake he made was bringing the brothers close to him. Which other mistake do you think the man made? The mistake he made was relocating to Africa alone. I always say, if you relocate to Africa, who will take care of you at old age? Okay, imagine you suffered stroke. When you get sick, who will be there? Who will keep you company? Because if your brother or your sister keeps you company, they will find out many things about you. They will know much about you. And if they know much about you, they work on you. They work on you. Now, that's why if you want to invest in Africa, you invest in Africa. If you want to live in Africa, invest in Africa, then you go back with your wife and your children. If your children are not living in Africa, nah, the mistake we made, you just drop only one thing. A house, maybe small bungalow, like a holiday house or retirement home, very small one. Don't go invest heavily. How a lot of people, the kind of mistake a lot of people made. Because wherever a man's wealth, treasure is, that is where his heart is. Many people you will see that are living abroad, many people that are living abroad, they are here because they have nothing in Africa. People that choose to relocated because they have investment in Africa. Unless your wife decides to relocate with you, or one or two of your children decides to relocate with you. If your wife and one or two of your children decide to relocate to Africa with you, it is okay. But you as a man alone to go, now there are things that may happen to you. You'll be helpless. G. Gab said he did not make any mistakes. That the relatives are, which family members are good? Flo, did you watch the video? Flo TV, did you watch the video? Which family member, do you want, if everybody here now decides to share their own experience with family members, you go carry hand for head. If everybody here now tell you there is nobody that is living abroad that the family members have not done bad. Nobody living abroad that the family member have not done bad. Paki said the father's sister stole 100,000 pounds from the father. Paki said the sister stole, the father's sister, the aunt, stole 100,000 pounds from the father. Mister, I see you. If you see, I can't say I'm generalizing. I'm telling you based on the experiences I've got and the experiences of other people. Sparky is here watching. He can attest to that. I know many people living here that family members frustrated, they decided not to. Some have not gone to Africa in 30 years. I know personally some people that have not, they swore never to step their foot in Africa anymore till the day they go, till the day they pass away. I know people who have sworn never to. Do you know there was a doctor here? There was a doctor here. He got bone cancer. As the doctor got bone cancer, they told him he will not survive it, that he will die. This man was a doctor. He had ordination here, a practice where he practices in 12 districts. He was my customer when he was living. He always come to my shop to have a haircut. Listen, the sister flew from England, from UK to come and see him. Said, since this condition is like this, if you pass away, what happens? Are they going to carry him to his native land? The man warned the sister. He said he does not want his corpse to be taken back home because of what his family members did to him. All through the years, the man worked and studied and did everything. All the money he sent home, they embezzled the money. Do you know what it takes? All the labor, all his hard work, he sent more money home to build a house for him. The family members, not even extended family members, the same mother, the same father, they embezzled the money. The man went home and met nothing. He washed his hand off the family members. He washed his hands off. When the man died, he wrote a will. He said nobody should take his corpse to Africa. He was buried here in Friedhof, in cemetery here in 11 districts. People went to see him. He said he does not want, he said he cannot be laid among evil people. He said instead, let them burn his corpse. Let them cremate him. Nobody living abroad here. There is nobody living here. I'm telling you, most of the guys that are living in Vienna that knows the man, they know who I'm talking. I don't mention names. He was my customer for many years. If I call the name now, everybody knows him. Do you know how many cars of people that, I'm rushing this thing. People's money investment that family members embezzled. You say not all family members. Winter, why should I call the name? Why should I call people talk about people's this thing in public? I tell stories without calling them. I cannot call out people's family on social media. Now that brings us to this question. Because of people who are saying, Europe, Europe, Europe. You see, my son is here. My children are here. My wife is here. These are my family members. People that can no longer serve any purpose in your life. When you look very well, most of these people you call family members can no longer serve any purpose in your life. All what they are after is what they will get from you. Some will use you as ogwego, money-making ritual. Nah, I don't even know where to start telling this story because I don't tire. Bradley said, few years from now, they will put me in nursing home. Listen, this man, I'm telling you the story that went to Africa. Did you watch the video? Did you watch the video? Okay, let me share a story. Okay, let me cool down now. Share it. Go watch the video. It is better to stay in nursing home here in abroad than to go and meet evil family members. It is here you are safe. These people will eliminate you because of property. These people will eliminate you. These people are after properties and money. Heartless people. These people you are talking here, if you go there, they will eliminate you because of property. See, guys, subscribe to my edition. See, I'm not making video. If I tell you my own experience, you will carry hand for head. Now, I don't want to even go there. There was one man, when I traveled to US, 2003. See, if you know the number of family members that are waiting for you to die, if you know I'm talking about people that, if you know the number of family members that are waiting for evil to befall you, you go carry hand for head. They know your children were born in abroad. They know your children don't even know your children were born in abroad. They cannot come fight for your property. But in the case of this girl was a tough. That girl was very brave. That girl that went to rescue the father, that girl is a very brave girl. Okay, Bassi Nse said they nearly eliminated him November 2023. Are you seeing it? Because of property. And some of them you will not know the area they are going. Paul, thank you. If you have not seen, if you have not seen, the greatest battles you may fight in life comes from family members. The greatest battle you will fight in life may come from family members. Let me continue. When I traveled to US, I told you guys, please don't call my number. Did I tell you to call my number? Stop. Don't call. If I want to bring anybody up, I decide. See, I prefer to stay on my own. No. I stay on my own. I don't have friends. I don't have anything. I'm on my own. I'm bored, but I'm safe. 2003, I went to US. There was a guy I was staying with. One guy I was staying with. After the days, listen to this gist. After the day's job, the guy will return home. Other guys living in around will come in the evening and we gist away the evening. We gist. We tell stories and things like that. There was one guy. He told the story of a man who lived in USA all his life. Now this man retired and he said, America is boring. That he does not want to stay in America. I feel bored too. I'm bored. Yes, I'm bored. I don't have friends. I'm not living an exciting life, but I'm safe. Don't you understand it? I feel bored. I make videos every day. Most of the videos you see me drop, I drop it to entertain you because I know a lot of people are bored in abroad. Don't you know? I know many of us here living in abroad are bored. That's why you see me, I make videos to make us laugh at times. But some of you don't understand it. Some videos I drop on social media, I drop those videos intentionally to bring smiles to your faces because I know we are living in boring societies. Yes. So now listen. There was one man. This man, he lived all his life in USA. Had families in USA. When the man retired, he said he was missing home, that America was boring. Why are these people? Now, why don't you respect yourself? I said I don't want to bring anybody in now. Maybe when I finish speaking, I might decide to bring you in. Why don't you respect me? I'll block you. Now, this man, after working for many years in America, he built a house in his village, magnificent house. The wife said she does not want to go back. The children were born in America. They said they want to stay behind. None of his child agreed to go back with him. Guess what? This man went back alone after his retirement. 6-7 months later, the man became sick. Nobody was there to assist or help the man. He was calling the children in US. They said they were engaged with their work. They were busy with their work. Everybody, all his children were busy with their work. They couldn't take leave. The man was there alone, you know. He struggled. At the end of the day, when he recovered a bit, when the man recovered a bit, he just booked tickets, rushed back to US, and that was it. Somebody said they are so selfish. Do you expect children that were born in America to leave their jobs and their life and come and be attending to you in your village? Brian, do you expect children to leave their life and their job and everything to come to do you expect them to leave their job? What are they going to live on if they follow you to your village? Even if they love you, what are they going to live on? I'm asking you. If you are children that are working in America, they have their lives and their jobs, are they going to? What are your children going to be doing in the village? In the case of this girl has her job. She, according to her, she took 1.5 week leave. When you see these people in Africa, they thought the girl was going to, get frustrated and go back. The girl called her boss and explained the situation to her boss. The boss gave her another 1 month and a half to sort things out for the father. She got a good boss. She has a good boss. You understand me? A good company that gave her, 30 days extra leave, paid leave to sort things out. And the girl had money. The papa receives $5,000. So they have money to sort out any problem. You understand me? Your children should take because of you and go to the village and be doing what? To take care of you at old age. You've got to learn how to make compromise. You stay where your children can assist you. You understand me? You said I should create a balance in this show. Daniel, what's it? Daniel said there are good family members. Daniel, they are good. I'm not telling you there are no good family members, but there are very few. From my experience, I have a brother. He is ready to take a bullet. He was ready to take a bullet for everybody, but it's late. In family, you find one or two people. Sometimes you don't find anybody that is good. And I'm telling you. But the thing I've said here is, the children born in abroad have different mentality from the children born in Africa, people living in Africa. Children born in abroad have deep love for themselves. Children born in abroad have deep love for themselves. I have said it before. I do not know the kind of brothers and sisters and family members we have in Africa. They are after to use you. All the people we have, both friends in Africa, their own is to use. All the friends you see, anybody you have in Africa, brothers or sisters, all what they are after is to use you. Any contact is bring money. If you don't bring money, you are not a good brother, you are not a good uncle, you are not a good anything. How do you explain it? Any telephone conversation, any chat, anything, any telephone conversation is money, money, money. How to dupe you, how to use you. Even, you cannot even have a decent conversation with anybody in Africa. Even old friends, you cannot have a decent conversation with anybody in Africa. Any conversation will end in give me money. How do I balance this program, this show? I'm telling you based on my experience. If I should see me, my children were born here. If I go to Africa, I will be lonely. I will be at their mercy. And that is, I will be lost. Well, if anything happens to you in Africa, when your children, your wife, they are not there. How many, all of you that are watching me now, how many family members are ready to sacrifice for you? Their own money. How many family or friends that are ready? Now, I'm talking about real friends. How many family members, do you know what I'm talking about? I'm telling you based on experience. They will never give you nothing. They will never assist you. The only thing, you are the person that will keep bringing. Daniel, where do you live? You live in Africa. That's why you are making this comment. Daniel, you live in Africa. If you are living in abroad, you will understand me. There are people who are frustrated, who are useless because of family members. You don't know. I know people whose containers were sold. Guys, somebody I know, who borrowed money from bank, sent container home. They told him stories. You don't understand this thing. I know people who borrowed money from bank. I know somebody who borrowed money from bank, sent container home. They told him stories. Till today, that person has not gone to Africa. Why are we here? Why are most of us, why are Africa, why are many of us old schools here in abroad? Why do you think a lot of us are here? If our people back home are loving, if our friends and our people back home are loving, do you think a lot of us will be frustrated in abroad? Because if you go home, all what they are expecting is what do you come with? It's no longer love. If you go back to Africa, they expect, the thing is, what did you come with? What till you carry come? It's no longer my brother come home, my sister come home. It's only what did you come with? If you come with nothing, forget it. So many people, you will not be, no, who is there to show you love? Who is there to show you love? Okay, go back empty-handed and see that hell is here on earth. Somebody is saying, is it possible to pass my message in a piece? How am I fighting here? Am I fighting? Say I should pass my message in a piece. Guys, give me 1 second. Am I fighting here? I'm telling you what I experienced. Say, make I take them easy. You understand me? Make I blow nose. So I'm back here. Why do you think a lot of people, let me tell you, why do you think so many people refuse to go back home? Okay, let's look at it the other way. Why do you think many people refuse to go back home? Because there is no love home. There is no love at home. If you go back empty-handed, if you go back without anything, if you stay in abroad, nobody will welcome you. In fact, that's why you see there are so many people who prefer to die in abroad than to go back empty-handed. So many people prefer. There are people who prefer to be homeless in abroad than to return back empty-handed. Somebody said they absolutely hate you. See, if you are living abroad, let me tell you, if you are living abroad, many people that are in Africa, they are envious of you. Many of these people that are in Africa, I'm talking what I know, they are envious of you. You need to be very careful. Now, I'm the person telling you, many of these people that are in Africa, many of them, whether both brothers, sisters, and friends, they are envious of you. It took me time to realize this. So you better know what you're doing. So that brings us to the question, which is it wise to relocate back to Africa after all these years? And where do we call home? Where do we call home? Did you know this man, I told you guys the story? He got no medical attention, no medical treatment. The brothers, the sisters, with his money, they abandoned him. Now, God watch, they abandoned him. With $5,000 a month, they abandoned him. The man was, if you see, it was till the daughter arrived that the daughter began to take care of the father. Nobody cares. African people are mean, they are wicked. Nobody, they cannot sacrifice nothing for you. What are you telling me? They are only after bring. You are uncle when you are aunt when you are bringing. You are a good sister when you are bringing, or a good brother when you are bringing. If you are not bringing, I don't see something now. See, uncle, auntie is when you are bringing money. Immediately you stop bringing money, you are no longer uncle. They forget you. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, it's your money. Yes, ma, it's your money. Let them be giving you and you start. Let's reverse the situation. Let's reverse the situation. Until you get broke. Until you get broke, that's when you know that you have nobody. Until you face difficult times, that's when you will know that this life, get part two. Nobody loves you. Nah, nobody loves you more than yourself. Nobody loves you. See, people love you best. I dropped a video. I'm going to post a video now. Some funny videos I'm going to. People love you based on certain conditions. People love you based on certain conditions. So, me, I've accepted. I've known the truth. Nobody loves me. No, me, I don't. Nobody loves me. I've accepted it. I'm on my own. If I don't have money, now hungry, I face hunger. Now, as I'm making this video now, I'm broke. I have no money. Who is going to give me money? Who do I call in Africa that will give me money? Even when if I talk about what is this? About how broke I am, people laugh at me. If I make videos and tell about poverty in Europe, people start bullying me. They say, look at this man. You spent 40 years in abroad, you are broke. People will only laugh you when you are broke. People celebrate people that are on mountain top. People that are rich. See me now, who will borrow me money? Nobody. Now, okay, it's like I'm rushing this program. Many of you living abroad now. All of you that are living abroad. Now, let's be realistic. Who do you think you can call in Africa that will borrow you money? Who do you have? If you are in financial difficulty, who do you think in Africa you can call that will borrow you money? Let's be realistic. Don't forget, you have been giving them for many years. You have been giving them for many years. People that have been receiving from you, call them one time and tell them to borrow you money, they will deny you. Make a mistake, pretend. Stop playing big boys or big girls. Pretend as if you've lost your work, you are frustrated. Call somebody. Do you have anybody in Africa that will borrow you 1,000 euros? They will tell you stories. But they will be quick to borrow you. First thing you call them, they're always quick to ask you. Call them and tell them that you have problem. Subserve. I make videos. Now let me tell you guys a story. I make videos, I talk about poverty in Europe. Some people stopped communicating with me. See, just because I make videos and talk about poverty in Europe, some people stopped communicating with me. They thought I want to borrow them money. I want to lend money from them. I want to collect money from them. I never asked. I've not asked. Just because from my videos, some distanced themselves from me. And I've never started asking. I never begin ask. You say you no go wise. You don't want to be wise. This does not mean you will not render help to people. Let's be realistic. But be wise. I'm not being mean. I'm not saying you should not help people. But there are people who are after to use you, business get Nima. They want to use you till they finish, they dry your pocket till you collapse. somebody said in this Europe, you should not take advice from anybody. It depends on what you want. I'm telling you as an old school who have spent most of his life in abroad. Look at me here now. See me. Why do you think I'm still here? Because there is no love home. Who will welcome me without money? You go to Africa and you've got no money with you. You are done for. Your own don't finish. Here we can manage. You go to Africa without money. To be honest, you regret your life. They will come and welcome me after 1, 2, 3, 4 days, and they discover you have. If they discover you have no money, everybody will abandon you. Everybody will abandon you. Guys, as you watch me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's how we go. Basin said you have spent 40 years in Europe, and then what do you have to tell us? Okay, now I want to bring people in. You can now make a request and I bring you in. I'll give everybody 3 minutes to say your mind. People are watching. Now, yes, see, hit the point and drop for other people to say their mind. And as you speak, show respect to my audience. I'll give you 2 minutes to say your mind quick, hit the point, and then allow others to speak.
Good morning, sir.
You're welcome. People are watching you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I will start for, I'll first of all use my uncle as an example. He spent so many years in the US.
Please, there is so much background noise. Please, because of the children, so that people are watching for.
Okay, just give me 1 second. Let me.
There are so many people watching, so we want to have a very decent conversation, please.
Okay, it's okay now, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I said I'll first of all use my uncle as an example because he spent so many years in the United States. So when he relocated back home, when their father died, so his younger one wanted to kill him so he can inherit his property. So the charm he made backfired. So he learned quickly and get married to a younger girl who gave him a child, a boy child. You understand? So everything becomes okay. So I'm using this medium to advise my younger ones. If you're planning to relocate back home, our family here, our wives here, 99.9% they will not relocate with us. Secretly go create a family back home if you want to relocate back home. You understand? So that's my take on that.
Okay, do you think, okay, that's you, thank you for, you think it's not everybody that wants to live a polygamous life? Yes, and there are so many men who do not want to betray their wives too. And there are so many, and there are so many close family units that they don't want to have all these kind of, because there are a lot of problems that comes with polygamy. I'm not saying in all cases, but then, so.
I've seen 60 years in Europe. So old age, I've seen people suffer in Europe for old age, so.
Okay, let's hear from Basket. Let's hear from Basket.
Good morning, sir, bros.
Good morning to you. We are listening to you.
I so much enjoy what you're doing, sir. I so much learn every day from what you're doing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, but everything you're saying, you're very correct with everything you're saying. I want to use myself as an example.
Okay.
I am thinking on my life. I just think coming to Europe, I don't know how to put it. I don't know the right word to. I look at my life. I'm looking at my old age, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I would plan it. Coming to Europe is just, we make money, but it's a waste of time for us. We make money in Europe, but I'm looking at my own old age time now. I want to live in Africa, but I don't know how to handle it. But I just pray every day for God guidance. I don't know. Living abroad is a big mistake as an African.
Okay.
But people in Africa don't understand what we face. If you go to Africa without no money, That is when you know nobody loves you.
Okay.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
Okay, good. Not only you that is in the same in this situation. There are so many people that are in this situation. A lot of us feel lost. Like we are living in Europe. Europe is not our home. What happens to our family lineage and things like that? But let me tell you, if you go back to Africa, if you want to go back to Africa, you start planning now. Have it in mind that your wife and your children will go back with you. If you have your children in abroad and they go to school here, kindergarten, primary school, secondary school, and you expect them to go back to Africa, you are making a mistake. The only way your children can go back with you to Africa is if you take them when they are still small. But if they were born here and they went to primary school here, secondary school here, went to their university here, start working here, to relocate back to Africa will be that is I don't think it's going to be possible. No. So this is why a lot of us are staying put, because you discover at the end of the day, you have nobody back home. When your family, your children are not home, what are you going to? Okay, I like Africa too. I like Africa too, but okay, who do I have in Africa? If I go, I'll go and meet who? My parents are dead. This is the problem a lot of us are facing. You see, did you watch the video? Did you start watching this program from the beginning? Somebody went home and the brothers and the sisters did him bad, did the man evil. In some cases, they may even eliminate the person. Your old age, you go back at old age to meet who at home, to stay in an empty house, stay in that your duplex alone. Now I'm thinking it. Even okay, sometimes I feel, what did I actually do in this Europe? What's up? I've not built any house in the village. I know I'm a man that have taste. I have taste. I want to build a very magnificent house with swimming pool. But sometimes I ask myself, to be honest, let me tell you, I always ask myself, if I should build a decent house now in my village, who will live in it? To be honest, I ask myself, if I should build a duplex now that even the community, the villagers will be clapping for me, who will live in that house? If I say I built the house, if I should build the house for myself, say this is my village. Now listen. So because of that, if I go back now, I stay in that house alone, in a duplex, maybe 7-bedroom duplex, with swimming pool. If I go now, me at an old age, I go there and stay there. When I'm 70 or 65, I go stay in a duplex alone, and my children, they are in abroad. What is the purpose? Now, make una tell me. Tell me. Do you understand me? What's the purpose? It's not that so many people do not want to build. How about the people that, and this is why a lot of people that build houses, they want to go and enjoy the houses, and then you see they meet untimely death. Family members eliminated them because family members' eyes are also on that you're building. They know your children are in abroad and they are not coming home. Do you understand what I mean? You spend all your years or maybe your days building house somewhere that you may not even, so many people that are watching me now built houses that they did not live. I know guys that built houses, some are building and they died. Some built houses, they did not even enjoy the house till they died. Here, I know people. They built houses and they did not live in the house, they did not enjoy it and they died. Many have, what do I call it? Expensive mansion, very expensive houses in Africa, but they are living in one room in abroad. And they lived in that, Brian, mute your telephone, and they lived in that, what's it called, that one room, and they died inside that one room. And those houses they built in Africa, nobody is staying there. Family members will take over it. Family members will take over the house. Now we need to think. Now, I want to do something that something that will benefit my children. Something that if I pass away, my children they will not drag it with anybody. In Africa, these family members will fight your children. They may fight your children with juju. Not even legally, they will use juju to fight them. Evil. And most of these children born abroad do not. That's why it is important we start educating these children about African ways and juju ways too. Not to, you need to tell them that there is juju exists. Don't say juju does not exist. So many of you think if you pass away, you think these children you born in abroad will go and begin to. And this is not discouraging anybody. Is that what I mean? So I'm thinking, instead of okay, we came from somewhere. Instead of investing where your children may not, where your children may not inherit your investments. Why don't you do it if you are a citizen of the country? Do it where you are living so that if you pass away, your children, you know how Europe is. If you have investment in Europe here, if you pass away, your children will just take over possess your property. No two ways about it. Nobody drags it with them. In Africa, even the land you bought with your money, the house you built with your sweat, brothers and sisters will come and begin to put hand for what does not belong to them. Something they did not labor, something that they did not contribute in building or in buying. You see, if you are no longer there, you see family members, even they will be eyeing. Even now, think it now. Samuel, some people cannot handle the truth. See, in abroad, if I don't know where you live, if you are living in abroad in diaspora, like maybe US, Europe and the rest, if you have investment, like maybe you have an apartment, a house, any property you have, if you are no longer alive, nobody drags it with your children. Your children will inherit it instantly. But these people in Africa, even so ordinary, you bought a land, they will be eyeing that land. They'll be waiting for something bad to happen so that they can possess it. They forgot that you have wife, you have children, you have husband, you have children that came from you that are supposed to inherit. You know the most painful part of it? Let me tell you the most painful part of it. These people in Africa, listen, let me tell you the most painful part of it. These people in Africa, at times they forget you have children you are working for. At times, these people forget that you have children that will inherit your properties, your investments. They don't even remember that you have a husband or you have a wife or you have children. They don't remember it. Do you understand what I mean? They don't remember that this their uncle or this their brother have children. They don't remember it at all. They want to chase your children and your wife or your husband away, especially women, and possess it. You need to think. Nick Amanda, they don't care about the children. They don't care about your children. Sometimes, you see, you know one thing. Sometimes when they're asking you for help, this is the thing. Sometimes, in fact, we need to continue creating awareness. Sometimes when they're asking you for help, they forgot you have financial responsibilities. Listen, sometimes these people that are asking you for help forget you have financial responsibilities. Like you have mouth to feed, you have children, you have bills to pay. Do you understand what I mean? They forget that you have bills to pay. Do you understand what I mean? Man, adorable Mark, that's it. Sometimes you see somebody that is asking you for a help. That person, I think some people, somebody saying money bag. You're asking what the solution is. Who is the person that made a request? If you are an old school, Esther, Esther, I'll allow you to say something.
Hi, Uncle. Good morning.
How are you doing? Good to see you.
I'm doing okay. Long time. Yeah, this topic is very interesting and it's a very good topic. But one thing I've noticed is hearing people talk and discuss women and children like they're not human beings with feelings. Like that guy that came before saying, go and secretly have a family back home. This guy created it as if people, women and children are your retirement plan. Not knowing and not observing statistically how many men die alone and rejected by their family and their children because of polygamy and because of adultery. They think there's no repercussion. When you commit adultery against children's mother, they're not going to forgive you and take care of you in your old age. So all this, secret family here, you think it's a plan. That's not a plan. Take care of the family you have. If you have to stay in Europe, like Uncle's saying, stay in Europe. Don't go and invest in a land your kids are going to go inherit. Stay where your kids are. Invest in them there. I'm not promoting feminism. You're just very confused. I'm saying I'm promoting taking care of the family God gave you and not creating missing...
Multiple families.
Not creating broken homes. Exactly. It's chaos. Those women and children have feelings. They're human beings.
Esther, let me come now. Okay, Esther said something. See.
Yeah, and then these...
Okay, Esther, keep speaking, okay?
I was going to say, like, all these guys, when you see all these old men saying their children abandoned them, their children don't speak to them, nobody talks to them, they're on their own, they're sick, nobody helps them. It's because when they were young, in their youth, in their 30s, 40s, 50s, they spent all their time cheating on the woman, their mother, sleeping around, creating broken homes, adultery, being treacherous. You think the kids are going to forget? Kids are not inanimate objects, they are human beings. And they can tell when you're moving in selfish interest. They can tell. You said, I'm doing this to my kids. No, they can tell. They're not animals. They're not, even animals can tell. Take care of your children wherever they are. They can tell when you're making things in their best interest. And then they will in turn.
Lawyer voice. Keep talking, please.
It's not feminism. It is, what's the word? Double Grace, you said the topic is not about polygamy. My point is, when people are coming up here to talk, they bring it up polygamy as a solution. Have a family here in Europe, have a family back there. You can't even take care of yourself. You can't even afford to take care of yourself here. You're talking about having a family in two places. Can you properly provide for them? No. No, you can't. And then the kids are going to resent you. I'm only saying from what I've observed, what I've seen. My friends are in the medical field. My sister's in the medical field. When you see all these men in hospitals crying that their kids don't come to see them, they're lonely, they're abandoned, it's because how you treated them and treated their mother like they're not human beings. Being treacherous, train them, not being faithful, not being loyal, not being a man of integrity. You have a family in Europe, take care of them. Stop looking at women as just tools to get papers, to get this. Oh, just selfish. It's just so disgusting to listen to. But Uncle got a good point. Thank you, Uncle.
I appreciate you. Now let me come before I give you a chance to speak. See, if you as a man go and have a secret wife at home, let me tell you, or start making babies at home, while others your real family is in abroad, let me tell you. See, don't make the mistake of having a secret family, a secret wife at home. You know why? These women in Africa will use juju and chase the ones abroad away. At the end of the day, you see family dispute. That is the woman you married at home. Her eyes will be on the property you have in Africa. And those children you have in abroad will never go home again. They will use juju and suspend them. Yes, I need to talk to juju. I need to talk about juju because it is potent. Let's hear from Omoni, please.
Thank you, Mr. Raji. Good morning. Yes, I'm in UK at the moment. I'm Nigerian, Delta State.
Okay.
Well, I listen to the conversations. There's something that's always caused my attention to say. I've tried to think about this thing properly. We are different. Men and women are different. Men and women that come from Africa into Europe, I think the women are always being they are being brought into families. Women can stay in Europe if they wish to, but I think a man who comes from Africa, knows his roots, will always want to, would not want to close down his lineage in Africa, rather bringing up his children up here in Europe. Those children he has in this country, if they want to go back to Africa, good. If they won't go back to Africa, they wouldn't want to go back to Africa again. So if the man has, if it's his choice to go back to his homeland where he wants to relate to rest, because many people that relate to rest here, I don't know what that is about. They give their soul, their life away to Europe. I ain't giving that. I am from Africa. I think I want to settle down in Africa at the long run. So if God gives me the chance to have more children in Africa, that would be a very good thing. I don't know what effect it would make to the wife over here in Europe if she decides not to come with me to Africa. Right. If she decides to come with me to Africa, it's a good thing. Then our children in Europe will always want to come back to Africa for holidays. If she decides to stay in Europe, then it's best for a man to have other family back in Africa, whereby in future would invite the other siblings over here, that they would remember they have a place back home and they have step brothers and sisters. It's about love. It's about teaching them to stick together. Well, there's something that's the African family men. They are not. It's not a crime for them to have two polygamy family or something like that.
Can I just say, this is what I'm talking about. Very confused individuals, very, very delusional. Since when has all these multi-families ever worked? It has never worked. These kids are always fighting each other, hating each other. You're just living in a fantasy that the kids are going to come and be friends later on. Stop being delusional. It's not normal. Nobody's going to find out that they have a family back home and say, oh, let me go and do hug and kisses. It doesn't work. You're being delusional. Very delusional.
They will come back.
After you're dead, right?
I ain't going to be dead. I will stay alive for forever, in fact. Depending on when I want to go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
What about keep talking?
These are the guys that want you to respect them and submit to them, right?
They will always come back. If they know they have a family back home, they will always go back. If they don't have a place back home, then they are lost forever. What's the point of being lost forever in here?
Why did you go and make family in Europe then? Why didn't you just stay abstinent or control your fertility? Why did you go and create things in Europe? Why are you going to go create chaos and then fantasize that it's all going to fix itself? It doesn't happen magically.
I only come to Europe. Yeah, I come to it. So you trying to say I should be making family back home rather than making family in Europe? What's that supposed to mean? Are you going to choose my life for me?
How about you control your fertility? How about that?
No, control fertility doesn't mean. Sometimes I don't have much kids at the moment, but I do want to have more. I want to have a child here.
For what? You're just creating chaos. You're creating broken individuals.
And they're not broken. Why do you say it's broken? What's his
No, all I know is I grew up in a two-parent household, in a nuclear family. I don't know all these kids back here, kids here, wife here, all this rubbish. It's just chaos. If I found out,
okay, now, Esther, 1 second. Omoni, please, 1 second. Let's hear from Lane Mosky. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah.
So this topic you're talking about, it's very sensitive.
Okay.
Normally, I would say that I don't really support a man marrying in abroad, and then later on.
You don't support a man marrying in abroad?
No, he will marry in abroad, but I don't support him going back home. You understand?
Okay.
Like, for example, you know how men normally would meet a woman and, say, oh, I love you like this, I want to get married to you, to a person. And the person will now dedicate, maybe like woman will now have like many children for this man. You know what it is for a woman to give birth, and back home, like where I'm from, Amibo, most men, they want to have male and they want to have female. But the problem in abroad is that the children don't really speak Igbo. In abroad, in Nigeria, like where I'm from, but my husband is from Imo. If a child grows up around the village or the town, they are likely to speak Igbo. If they are brought up in abroad, they can't speak Igbo. Understand? And so,
Omoni, please mute your telephone, please.
The culture back home, maybe you're married to the man is like the first son. And with every first son, there's a culture. He has to continue the lineage, the father's name. You understand? And so most men, maybe the people back home will be telling them that your wife or the children may not come back home because you know how it's very expensive, to get tickets for the children to revisit. Maybe you have like a large family and you want all the children to go back home. It's not easy to take them home all the time. So the people back home might now be saying, oh, okay, they don't really speak Igbo. You understand? How is these children going to represent you later on? But forgetting that this man will probably stay in Europe or stay in abroad for almost like 30 years, 40 years, and the children are now grown up. Maybe he will now invest so much in the children. The children will now become somebody in life. And then maybe later on, the person may now start thinking, oh, because I built a house back home, let me go and be married back home. Maybe because these ones may not be able to represent me. But do you know the problem with that is that
Are you not in support of it? Are you in support of, let's make it brief because Columbus went to speak.
the problem, what I'm trying to say is it's wrong.
Good.
For me, when I was younger, I was born in London because I'm from London. My father took me back when I was 3 years old. I went back to Nigeria when I was 3. My father is a very, very, very cultured man. He's the first son of the family. He took me back home when I was 3, not just me, every one of us. So this is how it should be. Took us back home, trained us. But the mistake he made was we didn't grow up in the village. We grew up in Lagos. So we can't really I speak Igbo, but not very well. You understand? And then brought us back to London when we were like maybe 18, 17. So we already have that culture. So it's not like saying that, oh, we can't travel back home or we can't represent him or the sons can't continue. But the problem is, I think later on, he I don't even want to go there. Let me not just, because I can't start talking about my family. But all I'm just saying is that if a man later remarries and he has so much in the first family, the first family may not recognize him anymore. Especially when he brings up children, like my brother is a doctor, the other one is a pharmacist. They are doing he owns practice, that he owns hospitals. But they may not recognize the man anymore because why? Because he's let himself down. Maybe there's a way, you are looking up to your father as this person that, like if somebody told me tomorrow that you're looking up to him like somebody that will never mess around. And then you realize that this person will now go home and do such a thing. That's it. You've lost your respect as the father. So they may not really want to, it depends, but they may not really recognize the person. And then the person, the wife, the second wife back home. I'm a woman. What Nigerian girls look for is give me. The second one. They're not really interested
in building. Excuse me. Noski, you have a point. Because the second wife is after enjoyment, did not contribute anything in building the family or the wealth.
That's it. They're not really, do you know that I have a friend, you understand? He went home and remarried. He really, really worked hard for his family. He was doing very well, though. As he got back home, he had a stroke on the bed. Because
like the story I just told now, Keep talking.
Understand? The woman is very young. The man is, that time he was roughly about 60-something when he got back home. And he hid it from the wife. The wife never knew what was happening. He trained the children very well. They are very well to do. And the man is highly respected, extremely rich. But he went back home, hid the whole thing. And then when the wife went back home, and then when she went there, because she's also, can you imagine, this woman was also, it's not that he picked her from London, no. She's also a cultured Nigerian woman that he brought from abroad, from Nigeria to London. But the problem was, he's the first son, so he wants the children to continue. The children they're probably not speaking the language and everything. So he has to go back home to go and marry. Second one. And then later on, he's no longer there. He's now in abroad. And he hasn't been home since like 6-7 years. Can you imagine? Okay, now the children, the second one he married, they couldn't have children. Can you see how God works?
The second woman he married could not conceive.
He's too old. So he couldn't, I don't know, but they couldn't have children of his own. He had to adopt 2 boys. He adopted 2 boys.
Okay, let me hear from Columbus. Norsky, let me hear a bit from Columbus, please.
All right.
Columbus is waiting, please.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon. Good morning, everybody. Almost afternoon. I'm so much happy for this topic. But first of all, the thing I want to say, this matter of lineage, you have killed a lot of people to start with. If you know you want to live lineage for your family, you don't need to come abroad. You stay in Nigeria so that you continue your lineage. Because when you leave Nigeria as a elder, you are the senior in the family, you come to abroad. Now you divide yourself into 2. You have already...
Columbus, this is another angle. I appreciate you for this. This is another, I've never thought of that. Keep talking.
One good wife in abroad. He have supported you, he have built you in every area of your life. You are now somebody. Now your family now see that there's no lineage. The children you have in abroad will not come home. You have to come and marry another one in Nigeria. They are now the one protecting your life for you. That is death sentence. Very soon that man will not live long. He will die very fast. And a lot of things will happen to the man because he has betrayed the woman. Because in the beginning you never told her that you will marry another wife. That my wife, as I know you now in abroad, I will go back to Nigeria and marry another wife so that I will continue my lineage. That time you have nothing. Now you have everything now. You are now doing it from the woman back. You are stabbing her from the back. You go to Nigeria, then you want to go and marry because of family pressure. I pity for the man. The man will die very fast. You understand? So, my best way here is this. If you know you are a man, you are the senior in the family, you are the one to carry the lineage along. Don't come to abroad. Stay in Nigeria. Marry there. Continue your lineage as a family. Because you see these days, some men will have girls, they don't have boys. The family will be, you are not God. Whatever God gives somebody, you have to be appreciative. Because in this life we are living now, the women help more than the men.
True.
100%. Like my family is my sister that raised all of us, that make us to be where we are today. Is the senior sister. But if it was a man, he cannot do it. Because once he married, we deviate. As a woman, he stand by us. He makes sure everybody come abroad, everybody enter Europe, you know. But today, everybody is doing well. But how can you now say, okay, because he is the senior, he has to come back home. They will dictate for him that he must marry in Nigeria and continue in lineage. When that happens, I feel pity for the man. The man will die very fast. He will not stay long because you have betrayed the woman that built life for you, that make you to become somebody in life. And secondly, the woman will not be happy for you because you did not tell her from the beginning that this is what you want to do. You see, in this life, where relationship and marriage does not live long again, people betray people. You know, some men, I know 100% in Europe will come. Women are first, they get help faster than the men. Most of women in abroad, now women give us documents because we born with them or we marry them, they give us documents. Then after you now have the document, you work, you are now making money, you now say that this woman that make life to become better for you is a now a nobody. You want to go and use the thing to go and please another person who did not do anything, who did not know how you started life. At the end of the day, you start spending your money there. Like our sister said just now, the women in Nigeria, they're after your money. They are
Simple.
not after your love. They don't care about love. They don't know what is love. Once you come from abroad, I have money, have dollar, I have euro. Let's eat him. They can eat you, so we'll be going to hospital. He will put something in his body. You will just be doing something with her, but he will never come for you. At the end of the day, he will still leave you after collecting everything he wants. He will leave you stranded. That's why you see many men. I see one man like that. It happened to him like that. He married in abroad. He go and marry again. At the end of the day, the marriage in abroad failed. The woman was no longer having interest for the one he put hope on in Nigeria. That one was now sleeping with different men in his presence because the man is old already. He cannot do anything again. He have no power again. Because he went to marry a young, beautiful girl, but at the end of the day, the man was now in pain. The man died of heart attack and stroke. He left abroad to live good things, live good woman, go and kill himself in Nigeria for a woman that did not born for him.
And for a woman that contributed nothing to his wealth, they contributed nothing.
Absolutely nothing. It did not contribute anything. But at the end of the day, it's the one that killed the man. You know, when the man is sick, they don't take him to hospital. He lock him inside the house. So his children that he run living abroad, he could not reach anyone again because he have already left the mother. They have left everybody. He felt abroad, Nigeria would be more better for him. So at the end of the day now, he's the one that paid the price because of what? Wrong decision. So don't let anybody pressure you. Don't let anybody make decision for you. Always make decision by yourself. This is my contribution. Thank you very much.
Man, Columbus, this your talk, I like it. You know, you spoke sense. You understand me? You spoke sense. I'm going to even touch that area once more. Super John, let's hear from you, please.
Well, here's the deal. Thank you for inviting me. Columbus' last point, I like it. The perception most of us get when we come to abroad. I am from Sierra Leone. I've lived here for almost 25 years. We left Africa with intention, I'm going to break that course. I'm going to save my family. We come here, 99% of us have been disappointed. 99 of people living abroad have been disappointed by who? By our own family.
Good. Thank you, John.
It's hard. When we came to America, we dropped a lot of those stuff. We don't do juju. We don't do all of this. We don't even follow those things anymore. We don't know. Those people back home, they became experts how to pull money from us. Every day, they're studying us. It's not the strangers.
Family members and friends.
Your family and friends. They become experts. They know where you're weak. Now you don't pay attention to those things. So they easily catch you. When you go back home, you see the example. Pretend one day that you don't have money and see what would happen.
I said it before you came in.
It's very important. It's not a one size fits all. I hear all the comments. Some people married back home, they seem to be happy. But the reality is, like we all know, it doesn't usually end well. It's a good topic. Let's talk about it every day because there's going to be a solution. Some solutions are different. Some people will marry here and decide to leave here. I tell my friends, I am going to stay in America and enjoy life here. Right now as I'm speaking to you, my water is running in the shower. I'm going to take a shower and go to work. This is where my life is. This is where my life is. So I have to live life happy here as well. If I got to go back home, I don't want to put my own family that I've created here at risk. And it's very important that I keep that culture of being honest and at the same time keep that in me so that I don't disappoint my kids here and my family here. So it's a big topic. Let's keep it going. It's not going to be a one-day discussion. Everybody get their own solution, but like the last caller said, make your own decision for yourself. If you hurt somebody, there's a consequence. You're not going to go begin digging hole to cover hole. You go make one family back home thinking, well, I will use that to cover the No, it's becoming problem after problem. We have to sit back and relax and think well before we make that decision because as this program is mainly for people older, like 45, 50 and above, because we're thinking about settling down. And now we're worried. Should I go back home or should I stay here? I encourage you, begin to enjoy here now. Begin to take here abroad as your own. This is where God put you for now. Don't wait till you go back home. Could be a problem. Begin to enjoy, begin to have a plan for here. At the same time, do not ignore back home. Like you said in the beginning of the program, Despite every bad thing is happening, you have plan to help some people. Some people really need help. Do not turn your back on them. That's my own contribution. I gotta go to work. Please, let's keep talking this. It's for every one of us from Africa.
I appreciate you, Super John. Let's hear from Limoski, and then we.
Yes, thank you very much. I just want to say one or two things. So this is actually from experience. I don't normally come up, but this is very touching because it actually impacted my own life. This is an advice to most men. You know, if you're going to marry abroad, say for example, you're marrying for the right reasons, then according to what Columbus said, then marry. I wouldn't advise you to remarry again, go back home and remarry. Like, there was a girl, I think her name was Esther, what she said. Because the person who you married in the beginning, as in the woman you married abroad, she sacrificed her life, did everything for you, you know, made you who you are, as in helped you, supported you, gave you children. And then later on, you will now say, okay, let me go back to Africa to go and marry.
Doesn't make sense.
It's very painful. And what happens, the repercussion is that those children that you spent majority of your life, they will never recognize you. In fact, they will despite you. You don't have any relationship most of the time. The woman back home, the second person that the person will say, okay, let me go and marry because I want to have another life. I'm old, I can't stay here. That one is probably having another boyfriend. I mean, a woman, I'm talking from experience. He may have another boyfriend back home because maybe most men like younger women. They wouldn't marry somebody if they are 60. They wouldn't go for a woman of 50. They maybe go for a woman of 30 or 40. You understand? They are very old as of that time. You cannot satisfy the woman properly. So they will have somebody outside that is helping doing their job. So do you imagine how that is? It's very dangerous because those women, they don't love you. It's probably the first one that you started with that will do anything for you. The second one is after your money. I'm talking from experience. They are only there to, they will make sure that you sell all your properties.
Genau, yes, you're right.
Wait, give me. All the properties you have and all your relationship with your children. You cannot even, the juju they will do, you can't even remember your children properly. That is to be, or the mother, the first wife, you won't recognize as in, you won't have relationship and all of that. So they will really destroy everything. Then you find out that man will now be, at his old age, he will be standing on his own. As I was telling you, there was this man I knew. You understand? This man I'm referring to something that happened. Exactly what I'm saying is what happened to him. Now this guy is now in abroad. He has left the woman, the second wife he married, and he has run to abroad and is now staying there by himself. He hasn't gone back to visit the woman. He doesn't go back home to visit the woman anymore, the second wife. What happened? The man had stroke. It was only the grace of God that his friend came and took him to hospital. The woman left him there and went to work. Can you imagine? Because
but the woman knew the husband had stroke.
Yeah, he knew he wasn't well, but he was going to work. He wouldn't stay and look after the man. It was friends that took him to the hospital. You understand? They don't have feelings. They're always, you have to continue to be the provider. And the man at that age, how can he be providing? And you know, some men are very rich. And so when they go back home, there's a way they behave. They will leave to, the women will be looking at them like, oh, he has houses there, he has a lot of money. But as the person is getting older, you may not be able to have that wealth or that kind of money that you had when you were younger. And Nigerian women, they don't want to hear you don't have money.
Does it?
You start using that thing, you understand, the respect and the love starts to die. Because initially, what you introduced was, I have money, and that money is what attracted them to the person. You understand? So all I'm just advising men is, you need to decide where you want to marry. If you are the traditional man that you know that, oh, my people, I have to continue my father's name, it's better you marry back home. You don't do anything with any woman here because there's God's blessings that goes with it. Do you understand? Marry back home, settle back home. You understand? Then if you decide that you're ready because of one or two things, you married him, You can take the children back home at an early age. Let them train back home. And then at least they will have some sort of culture, of Nigerian culture. Then they can be coming. So those houses that you are building or that you built, they can continue they can stay there. That is my own take on this issue. It's a very, very sensitive issue to women because women sacrifice their life for men. But it's like men don't really see it like that. So that's it for me.
Okay, thank you, Norsky. You see, man, I'm almost 60 years now, and I do not want to be having stress at this age. That stress of raising another family, getting to marry another woman, making babies at this age, buying pampers, paying school fees. Listen, at this age, I just want to enjoy my life. I want to sleep enough. I want to eat good food. I want to see the world. I've not even seen the world. Do you understand what I mean? I've not seen even I want to even enjoy life. I've not. If you jump from one woman to the other, when do you have time to enjoy life then? That's the question.
Can I answer what you just said now?
Okay. Let's contribute.
That's because we're all missing one vital secret point that everybody's just glossing over. They have no intention of taking care of these kids. The woman is the one doing everything. Exactly. They have no intention of changing pamper. They have no intention of taking the kids to school on a school run. They just want to marry a young woman, let her do everything, run the home. Have you not heard the term of married single mothers? They have a ring on their finger, but they're living life like single moms. They do everything by themselves. So that's why when I said before, I'm so grateful that Columbus came up and said what he said because he's the one of the only, him and Super John spoke sense. There is spiritual repercussions for what they do.
True.
There is repercussions. You don't live, even the word of God says, when you repay good with evil, evil shall never depart from your house.
Exactly.
You don't repay people who did you good with evil.
Never.
People, someone like the lady before, she said the woman would sacrifice her youth, sacrifice that, take care of the kids, raise your kids with you, and what the first thing you think of is, let me go back home. What did back home ever do for you?
That's a good question, Esther.
Just want to suck you dry, eat. The way you go back home and you get sick, what do they do? They leave you to die and collect all your property. One thing about me, I'm loyal to who's loyal to I'm loyal to who's loyal to me. People who have showed me loyalty, who have stood for me, they have my loyalty to the end. People who have done nothing for me, just take, or want me to go and sacrifice my life back there. And the guy said, where should I marry? Where should I have children? Yeah. If you know that you want to have kids back home, like me, I don't live in fornication. Practice abstinence, control yourself. Or at least have some sort of birth control going on. Don't create chaos because you don't see these children as human beings who deserve, like what's her name said, Norsky said, you'll be looking up to your dad, like admiring him, this. That's why I said that guy was delusional. Because when you now betray your family, do you think the kids are going to be smiling in your face? You don't want to come and hug you and do hugs and kisses? You have betrayed them. You have killed the good image of a father and as a leader, as the head of the home. You have killed that image. You have trampled on it. You have spat on it. They're not looking at you the same anymore. So you cannot demand that respect anymore. You can't demand it.
Yes, John, you're right. John wrote, I don't think anyone from a peaceful home will want to abandon their children to start a new family in a different location. The men and women, shake yourself. And that is it. Apart from that, the stress associated with getting a side chick or second wife is too, nobody at what age, self? At what age? Do you think we are going to live forever? This short time you have to live, you want to accumulate stress in your life. How many years do you have left that you want to accumulate stress? Gathering women up and down. And you forgot. Let me tell you what some people forgot. You forgot you are going to have grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Growing up then as a little boy, you see, we went to help our grandparents. Do you understand me? Don't forget that you are going to have grandchildren. from your wife, the wife you married, from your original wife. And those your grandchildren may be there for you depending on how you coordinate things. Do you understand what I mean? So all this issue of men, like I told you, all what I need now is peace, sleep enough, eat nice food, see the world. Do you understand what I mean now? So, as you are thinking, if you want to start making children, don't forget, you are going to have grandchildren. Because some people are not thinking along this line. And your grandchildren may be there for you too. You understand me? So,
Thank you very much, Sam Korudi. You know, I've been following you for years because I know you are long here in Western world. You have gathered a lot of experience. Every time I always watch your video, everything. But you know what our people did not understand? The more you grow old, the less friend you become. You will not have much friend as younger as before. Because the road will become narrow. You are the one now passing it alone. You understand? You see, our brothers and our sisters in abroad, we marry ourselves as Nigeria. I want to make an example. Do you know that some men, they don't know how to change their children pampers?
it's true.
They left all the work for the woman, thinking this is Africa style. It's woman that do everything. My dear, immediately you cross, enter Europe. Understand that when you want to stay with a woman, everything is 50-50. When you understand this, you will marry and live old in abroad. I know some women, they are too harsh. Same with some men. But we have to try to tolerate ourselves. You understand? Because I have met a friend, he said, man, me, I don't change pampers, I don't care about the children, I just go to work, I bring money. I say, your money is your money that the children want. You are wasting your time. I know they need your money, but your attention, your care, your affection, that is number one. Because there are many parents, they go to work, they enter house, they go to work, like men who they go to work, they enter house, they go to work, they enter, they don't know whether their children is existing. Some don't even know where their children's school. Some don't even know how their children's life is going. That's why you see when such papa become older, the children will be running away from him. Even when he's calling them, he will not answer. They will not answer him because why? It's what you did for children at tender age. That's what they look.
Columbus, thank you. Columbus, yes, Super John want to speak, and then we hear from Galit, then we call it a day. Let's hear from
I want to support Columbus' point. A lot of people that are in a hurry to go back home, let's question, what's your relationship? Let's ask them this question. Because if you build a thorough relationship, it don't have to be perfect though, then you have something here you should value. Again, I go to the point. Uncle, you start this program as if like to say you want us to participate, but you have all the knowledge that you are impacting to us. The experience of what you've gone through this year is what you're putting down for us to benefit. The reality is, build a family here. Be part of it. My wife cook, I wash the dishes. I can ask my kids to help to do that, but I want to participate so that she knows I am doing something. Let us begin to feel the treasure of our family here and change the perception that it's only when I go back home and I go stand in front of my family. That's all good if you can do it, but life has changed. When we come abroad, all of those things is difficult for us now because we have one family here. Like you say, Uncle, to have a side chick, it's stress. It's stress. Don't even go there as you're getting older.
Even you spend the money you are supposed to use and buy yourself nice wear, eat good food, and it doesn't worth it.
Side chick wants you to come 6 o'clock. Wife said today's dinner. Now look at you.
The stress is not worth it.
Correct. So find something you build that you respect and feel appreciated that you have raised a family. That's what the journey of a man or a woman is. That you participate the God-given authority given to you to raise a family. They call you my daddy, my mommy, because you impacted them. Feel grateful for that you were part of that journey to raise kids. If you feel that, then you are being part of life where God put you, you accomplish your mission in life. If you're able to go back home and accomplish something there for your parents, that's for your parents. But here you are, you're married. Do not forsake him. Do not forsake him.
Thank you, John. And let's hear from Galid. Thank you. I appreciate you. Super John. Let's hear from Galid, Abu.
Okay. Karodi, I salute you and all your guests here, first of all.
Okay.
I would prefer speak German because I live here in Germany since 29 years, but I'll try to speak English in order to that your guests understand me better.
Okay. Speak English because most of the audience are some understand German language, but most cannot understand German language. So speak English as they will catch you. They will catch it.
All right. First of all, I watched you many times, and I thought, oh, this guy is rude. You know, he's just out of team. But then I showed you my wife too, and she thought, you know, because he talk about a lot of back home and all that stuff, and then you make me think twice about the attitude of our people. I'm from Somalia, living here 29 years in Germany. So all the Somali people and all the African people, how you said, we always think send money home, build their houses, homes and all that. And maybe you go 2 or 3 times there. So I watch your videos many times and I became a fan of you. I became admired of your idea because of why do you build houses in Africa and you are maybe only once in a year there. Mm-hmm. And when you grow 60, when you became a rentner, how you call that?
Grandfather or grandma.
Yeah. Then you need medicine and all that stuff, and you stay in the West. So your home will be taken away from from other people. What I want to say is that's why me and my wife, because of you, we have decided to spend our money here in Germany to buy a car, to buy just make vacations and all that stuff. And I really your attitude of thinking made me think twice about build a home in Africa. What do I get from it? Nothing. So anyway, thank you guys, and I listen to you.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Your English is good. You tried. You spoke good English, and people understood you. I'm doing my part. I've got to tell you the reality, on ground. I've got to tell you what I have experienced, having spent most of my life here. And which is the truth. Imagine if I had built a house in Africa 30 years ago, that house would be lying there. The land, the land will be lying there. It will not be serving purpose. Even if you rent it, how much are you getting? When you change the money to euro or pounds sterling, the money is rubbish. Do you understand me? But investments you make here will yield more profits. Super John, thank you. The investments you make here will give you more dividends, more profits. But then that is it. I've spoken. We are all here to learn. And don't forget, there are times I make videos for fun, for us to laugh, because Europe is boring. So whenever I drop some funny videos, laugh over it, life goes on. I do it intentionally. I want to be dropping at times comedies to keep you guys occupied, to make you guys laugh. And that's what I'll be doing most of the times. So I appreciate everybody. I thank you guys for your contribution. You all spoke well, and you see, People are learning from you guys. People are learning from you, and we are all learning from each other. So I want to end the broadcast here. I'll be dropping some funny videos once. I'll be dropping some videos for fun. That's it. Take care of yourselves. Don't allow anybody to use you. I'll be coming back maybe today, later on today. Don't allow nobody to use you unless you decide to give freely. Don't allow nobody to use you and dump you. There are users everywhere. I want to end the video here. Thank you for joining me. See you guys later. Esther, do you have something to say?
Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thanks for the good advice and the good idea, because what I believe in life, live where you are at present. That's your home. Nowhere that is not home. Nigeria, abroad, everywhere.
It's home.
Anywhere you find your comfort is your home. Try to know this. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. The person that made the request, I cannot bring you in now. Next time, I'll bring you in. So that's it. I want to end the broadcast. See you guys next time. Ginger, I see you. Ginger lemon tea. Long time. But I always see your comments. Ginger lemon tea, I see you, my sister. So see you guys.